Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's your man, Adam Ace Spencer. Today, we are diving into one of the most important lessons that I learned while reading The Richest Man in Babylon. Yes, I'm talking about lesson one, which is paying yourself first. Most of you guys have probably heard about this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. Maybe you read it, listened to it on Audible, which I do have a link down below if you guys want to check out Audible. Use my referral link to Audible or the link I have to the hard copy of the book if you would prefer reading the book instead of listening to it. But ultimately, I definitely, absolutely recommend all of you guys watching this video to check out The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, the lesson I want to talk about, like I said, is paying yourself first. Such a simple and obvious concept, but for some reason, we don't all do it. And I mean, I shouldn't say for some reason. I know it can be tough because when you're tight on money, balling on a budget, it's hard to pay yourself first, or at least it seems like it's hard to pay yourself first. And in this video, I want to just try to help explain the significance or why it's so important that you do pay yourself first, why you really make an effort, a conscious effort to pay yourself first, and the impact and how that can help you with moving forward, with getting out of the rat race, living paycheck to paycheck, and starting to build a nice, comfortable nest where down the road, you'll be good to go. You'll have that security there because you paid yourself first. Now, before we jump into it, if you haven't already, like this video, smash that like button. It does show me a little support, show me you guys enjoy and appreciate this content. And after that, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. So I found wealthynickel.com that basically they break down lesson one in a very nice, simple way, but also helping to explain, the significance of why you want to do this. And it says here, this, my students, was the first cure I did discover for my lean purse. For each 10 coins I put in to spend but 9. Each 10 coins I put in to spend but 9, meaning there's one left. Oh, where's that one? Oh, he paid himself. He kept it. So the first lesson given by the wealthy Arcade to his students, and I hope I'm saying the name right. I don't think I've never listened to the book. So I don't know actually how the name is pronounced. So I'm probably butchering it. But the first lesson given by the wealthy Arcade to his students was to pay yourself first. This may be the most basic maxim in all of personal finance. But if you don't follow it, you will never escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle. So what does it mean to pay yourself first? There are two ways to look at savings, and mathematically, they are identical. Number one, savings equals your income minus expenses. And number two, expenses equal income minus savings. Now, really quickly, my friends, do you think there's a difference between 1 and 2? Don't go reading on, just answer the question, be honest. I don't think most people would think there's any difference at all. And as you're going to see in a moment, this first sentence, well, the two statements are equal. There really isn't a difference in terms of what it amounts to. And it says I will spare you the mathematical proof, but those two statements are equal. However, the psychology behind them are vastly different. If you follow the first equation, you are saving whatever is left over after you pay your expenses. You are following the path of the average American. Almost 80% live paycheck to paycheck. Unless you have an unusual amount of willpower, it is difficult to spend less than you earn if you don't specifically prioritize savings as a line item in your budget. In your budget. I bet most of y'all are probably like, what's a budget? I know you know what a budget is, but you probably don't have a budget. If you don't, go look back at some of my previous videos. I made a video or two talking about the importance of how you can budget. And I think it's probably about time I make a new one pretty soon, maybe this week or next week, because I do want to make sure budgeting is top of mind for you guys. Something that was, I never really looked at it or cared about it, considered it. And once I really, after I was let go from my last job as a director of sales, started doing work on TaskRabbit, and the budgeting was really critical and important because when you are your own business, when you're self-employed and you have your business expenses versus your personal expenses, you absolutely want to make sure you are budgeting appropriately and making sure you got money where it needs to be. And you got cash flow and so on and so on. So budgeting is incredibly important, but something that I know, unfortunately, we don't do enough. Now, the second equation, which is expenses equals income minus savings. Well, this is a subtle but significant mindset shift. You are making a conscious decision to pay yourself first, to save a certain percentage of your income before you budget for your monthly expenses. Instead of saving what is left over, you are spending what is left over. And while it may be difficult to shift at first, once you get used to it, it won't even feel like it impacts your lifestyle. So think about the last time you got a raise. Where did the money go? You probably have no idea. Your spending increased to absorb the difference. But what if the next time you got a raise, you decided to divert the entire difference into a savings account? Your lifestyle wouldn't be impacted and you wouldn't notice the difference, but your savings and liquid net worth would begin to grow. You are now paying yourself first and living off of the rest rather than hoping you have money left at the end of the month to save for the future. This, my friends, is what it's all about. Again, I know how easy it is to say, I don't got no money. But it's like, if you got a job, if you have some kind of income that's coming in, you have money and you have the ability to essentially prioritize paying yourself first over anyone else. Now, of course, yes, like I said earlier, you want to make sure you have money that's going to pay your rent, that's going to keep food on the table, it's going to keep, the heat on. These are necessities that you need, and absolutely have to pay for them. And so there might be a number of ways that you can go about with figuring out your budget and, deciding how much you can afford to actually save, actually invest, paying yourself first. And that's going to help you with just better positioning yourself so that you can actually implement this and you can move forward with trying to, improve your personal financial situation and continue to move forward towards, financial freedom, financial independence, because that's really what it's all about. That's where we're all after. No one is out here slaving away, working their butt off for nothing. No one's doing it just because they just want to do it. Now, yeah, I mean, I enjoy grinding. I like to grind. I like to work, but I'm doing it, of course, because of the rewards, so to speak, that I get as a result of my efforts. I get to help other people and I get to benefit and reap the rewards of me helping other people, which usually isn't usually it's in a form of money that I get. But it's also just that pleasure of hearing someone say, like, you saved my life. Like, you saved me. I couldn't have done this without you. Or that looks amazing, whatever it is. If it's a consulting client, if it's from my Adam Helper moving business, snow removal, whatever it is, it's always rewarding when you not only are able to help them do what they want to do, but you can make money off of it, and you get to just get those little, like I said, those little nice thank yous, and you're a lifesaver, and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters if I'm not in a place down the road where I'm comfortable, where I'm good, where I got a, kind of that support nest there to help me in case I fall, right? That's what we're doing all of this for. And too often, I get it. Like I said, we fall for, whatever we see on TV and what's on the radio and movies. And it's just so easy to be tempted to just waste your money on this, that, and the other. And I'm not perfect. I don't want to make it out like, oh, I'm perfect. No. But what I've technically done, to be honest with you guys, as I'm finishing up this video, is really just make sure within my budget that I allocate money towards other, expenses. Some of the things that I do like to enjoy that are more on the leisure side. I have some family members, unfortunately, that aren't as well off and frequently will ask, to borrow money. Borrow just means have, of course. I've never seen a dime back, but, I want to be supportive of my family. It's like I'm making sure throughout all of this, I continue to make sure I invest. I put money where I'm paying myself first, but then I'm also there to enjoy those other, leisures activities, and I'm still able to also support, not as much as they probably would like and as much as I would like, but I'm also able to support family members when they ask for a few bucks here and there too. So, I just wanted to make this video talking about this point, this concept of paying yourself first. I think so often it's so easy to just go through the motion. And when you're used to just going through the motions, and all of a sudden now you're like your own boss, or you're, self-employed, and you're the one that decides everything. You create the rules. Well, when you get that check, when you get paid, when you get that direct deposit from TaskRabbit, Fiverr, whatever it is, make sure you are paying yourself first. So I just want to share, finish it up, wrap it up with that simple, important topic, that concept. And that's what this video is all about, making sure you guys understand the importance of paying yourself first, and just getting it in your head, and really it's just the matter of setting it up. You get it set up where you have your account, your checking account, once a week. Come back and watch my video on Saturday or Sunday. I have my portfolio updates. And literally, I don't do anything with those portfolios at this point. I just make sure there's money in my checking account or savings account, and the rest is taken care of it for me. And that can be said regarding, my Roth IRA, which, I got to make a new video on the Roth IRA. But you're limited. Most of you people watching this, you're going to be able to contribute up to $6,000 in your Roth IRA. And, I absolutely recommend making sure that you guys have some sort of retirement account set up, even if you are only contributing $20 a week, $25 a week, a month, the bare minimum, whatever it is you can do. Make sure you are doing it, and do it first. Pay yourself first, then take care of everyone else. I mean, after all, if you're not here, if something happened to you and you went MIA tomorrow, everything you did, I mean, yeah, you want to enjoy yourself. And that's the other thing. Cut that last part out there. But all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you guys found this video motivational, encouraging, helpful as you continue to move forward in your financial independence journey. Whether you are someone who's struggling with debt and you are behind, like bad, thousands and thousands of $50,000, $100,000, or if you're fine and you're comfortable and you don't have any debt, but you don't have any retirement or anything. This is meant for you. This video is for you. You are exactly who I'm talking to. You need to make sure you are starting to pay yourself first. And that means putting money in a separate account somewhere else that you aren't going to touch it. You're not going to mess with it. And it's going to work for you for the years to come. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Like I said, if you guys found this video helpful, motivational, encouraging, definitely smash that like button. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. So other people out there who need to hear this important information will have a better chance to come across it. So definitely like this video. And also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. But all right, my friends, you already know what it is. I got to keep it moving, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.